Hi everyone, welcome back to Crochet Rocks. Tracy here, and it's quite late actually at the moment. It is 11:32 p.m. and although I normally make these in the afternoon, today I'm making it before I go to bed because I've been out for today. I went to Paul's and Paul, Victoria and Harley's kind of day, well, New Year's Day really. Well, it was New Year's Day. I get so confused about what day it is, but yeah, they had dinner and watched films. I New Year's Eve I did sort of stay up, watch the fireworks, and I was talking to Paul and Victoria on the phone, and I spoke to Michael, and then I was texting, and then I think it got quite late and I tried to go to bed to sleep and I was wide awake. So it took me quite a long time to get off to sleep, and so consequently I woke up late. I woke up at about 10. It was about 7.5, 8 hours sleep, so it was a good sleep. You know, I'd no right to feel tired today, but I kind of got up late, was getting ready late. When I left the house, I had to come home 3 times because the first time I forgot something and had to go back for it. And then while I was out, I kind of, at some point, I managed to see a text as I was leaving, and it said something like, "Could you please bring some loo roll?" Because I underestimated how many I would need. So I thought, okay, there's a shop there, I'll stop. So I stopped. It was just up the road from us, and I went into the shop to buy these loo rolls, and realised I left my purse at home. But as luck would have it, I had a change purse. When I was in Vegas, I bought one that was an M&M, a furry orange M&M. And so I keep my parking change in there. Well, I'd been spending it lately, so I hoped I had enough in there, and I did. So I bought them, and I thought, now I've got to go home and get the purse. So, oh God, so I went all the way back, got the purse and everything else that I'd kind of decided that I was okay. I'm not going back for that. But as I had to go back anyway, I thought, right, okay, get the stuff before you go. So, yeah, the first time I went back, I'd forgotten some food that I was going to take to them. Cheesecake and a few things. So, yeah, I was back. I thought, I'm not going back again. No, I don't care what I've forgotten now. I'm not going back again. So I did. I finally got going after having to get diesel. That's the reason I needed to go back for my purse, was because I knew I didn't have enough diesel to get there and back. So I had no choice but to go home and get that. Seriously, I just thought, I can't even blame a hangover for my dim-wittedness, really. I can't, you know, I don't drink, so there was no excuse, no hangover. Anyway, I got there, and we were watching a Sonic movie, and they're obsessed with Sonic, by the way. Anyway, I just kept, my eyes were doing this, and I had my glasses on, like the ones that I use for distance. I put them on, and I kind of felt like maybe that they were disguising me just somewhat, but they really weren't. They're probably magnifying the fact that my eyes were shutting. But then afterwards we had dinner, and I thought, that'll wake me up, you know, that'll kind of wake me up a bit. And Arsenal football were playing at the time, so we went in to watch that, and then we watched another movie, and I was seriously we was watching Wallace and Gromit. I just couldn't keep my eyes open for a while. And then Harley went, "Wake up." So I did. I kind of woke up from that moment, like his wish was my command or something. But that was it. I must have had that tiny itty bitty power nap. But I've been tired all day. And I kept thinking, gotta drive home and I'm tired. But Nickelback got me home. They were, I had a Nickelback CD that Gary gave me. And so, yeah, I played that all the way home. Singing away I was. I've got my cup, the Crazy Crochet Lady. And one thing I didn't really tell you, but Sonic 3 is full of crochet. Yeah, it's absolutely full of crochet and crochet references. Not like references of crafting, you know, and things like that. But everywhere you look, there's crochet in it. Even Eggman has a crochet blanket behind him, and there's crochet everywhere. It's like the in thing in the movies now. Gotta have a bit of crochet. So, as you can see, Joan was a bit bald after removing her Christmas adornments, and I thought, oh, she's a bit on the bald side and she probably was miserable, so I let her wear the New Year one. You know, I kind of was going to let her wear it in the first place, but I took it. So yeah, I thought she could have a little go. Poor Joan, got no hair. I'm going to have to buy her a wig. I want to get a wig for me. She could look after it for me. You know what I mean? Although now my hair is the longest it's ever been in my entire life. When I was a child and teenager, my hair would grow to where your bra strap went across your body. And then it was curly, wavy. So if you pulled it out, it was probably an inch or thereabouts past it. But of course it was never going to not boing back up again. My hair was just really curly and wavy. So it might have been 2 inches below, but you would never have seen it. It wasn't, it was kind of bra strap just under. Well, I tell you what, my hair is right down to the top of my bottom now. I can't believe it. I can't believe it. I know, you probably think, well, you might have a big bottom. You know, that might not really be a thing. But no, it's right down here. I never had such long hair. It's very long, very, very long. So, day 2. Let's see what we got, shall we? So, we had Mando for day 1. That was this one. And very fetching he was. What have you got on this one? They've set it out differently this time. The actual thingy is at the top, and you've got like a little scene up there, like a viewfinder, and then the action picture at the bottom. It was that way around before, wasn't it? No, oh, that was just, it wasn't me. It was my hand. I won't be able to replicate it. Well, there you go. It wasn't me, guys. Go on, say it. The lady doth protest too much. Had roast today. Roast lamb. It was very nice. I ate lots. Oh my God, did I eat lots. And I took some of our food to free up, you know, so we can start maybe being sensible. No, I didn't do that one. I mean, I did do that one. I didn't turn the page. Okay, mum jokes. It was my kids' first day of school today, and I didn't post a picture of them on social media. Am I still a mum? I know, didn't you get that every year? All the school all the school uniform pictures. Oh, and then, you know, at Christmas you got the Christmas Eve. It's the family picture in the matching pajamas. You know, I saw millions. If I saw one, I saw a zillion pictures of everybody in their matching pajamas. Adults and kids matching pajamas. And then, you know, when it's back to school time, all the kids in their school uniform standing against a wall or something, you know. It's weird, isn't it? But everybody does it. I'd have gone much further in life if I'd attacked anything as intensely as my son attacks slip and slide. My daughter told me that I never let her do anything fun and said it while she had an ice cream in her mouth. Can I make a citizen's arrest? My husband and I communicate more through our 2-year-old telling us what the other said than we do face to face. Oh, don't you just love that? Mum said that I can stay up late. Dad said that I can have some money. You know, that sort of thing. I'm sure we did that. I'm sure we all did that. Nah, probably not. I just kind of just looked at my mum and she let me have what I wanted. I was spoiled. I don't mind admitting it. I was a spoilt child. I could wrap mummy round my little finger. And I only can wrap daddy round my little finger when he was asleep. If he was asleep, he'd give you anything. You know, in that half wakey thing, like, Dad, Dad, can I have some money? Get him a trousers. Get him a trousers. And he'd just go like fish around in his trouser pocket and give it to you. I thought there was like tons of it. You know, once I actually said, I don't want all this, Dad. What do you thinking? What? You know, I certainly grew out of that. Cheers, my dears. That's nice. So yeah, another reason that not a reason, but another thing that happened today was I'd had a late present for Harley, and it was a Build-A-Bear Sonic, well, shadow, a Build-A-Bear shadow with a Chaos Emerald, and he really wanted it for Christmas, and it didn't arrive, and he thought he hadn't got it, so I was quite mean. I wrapped it up in its box, and then I put it in another box and wrapped that box, and I thought, shall I do a box in a box in a box in a box? I thought, no, he's only little. He can't be there all day opening box after box. So I just did the 2 boxes, but it was fun anyway. I enjoyed doing that. And I said to him, maybe there's just a box and then another small box, and then in the end it'd be this big. What do you think? And he said, no, I think it's a Build-A-Bear shadow. So, oh. Gary does that to me all the time. I like it. On the odd occasion I can really trick him, but you can make it look like it's a huge, massive thing that looks like it's a, you know, a wrapped up double duvet, you know, like, and he'll say, oh, this is my, you know, game. And you think, oh, he always seems to like, I used to think, does he unwrap them, look, then wrap them all back up again? But he doesn't. He doesn't. He's just got X-ray vision, I think. Boy, I hope not. That'd be fun. No, it really wouldn't, would it? Can you imagine? Do you remember when you were kids, there were movies where people had like X-ray vision and they could see through your clothing? Do you think that'll ever be a thing? Probably already a thing, truth be told. Reminded myself of Gavin and Stacey, and truth be told, tidy. Oh, so yes, it's very late, and if I appear to be somewhat tired, then I probably am. Although, as well as being tired, I'm wide awake at the same time. So I guess you could say fatigued, where I was tired, but the journey woke me. Well, Nickelback as well, you know. It was weird, really, because I was listening to radio. I thought, maybe there'll be some good New Year tunes on. So I put the radio on, and after about the 6th advert, I thought, oh, I looked around the other stations, and it was advert, rubbish old song. Not good old song, rubbish one. So I thought, you know what, I'm just putting the CD back on. So there I was, blasting it. As soon as I started putting it on, the foot went down and I gained about like 10 miles an hour more. And I suddenly thought, there are cameras, you know, you've got to be careful. So I put the limiter on. I have a limiter, and I have one that's a limiter and the other one's a cruise control. So I put the limiter on so I couldn't break the speed limit. It's the only way. You know, whatever car I get, I'm going to have to make sure it's got a limiter in case, because I've got heavy feet, especially when I listen to rock music. I've got very heavy feet. And, you know, I've been known, suddenly look at my speedometer and go, ooh, shh, where's that limiter? You know, have to do it now. There's cameras everywhere, you know. Average speed check ones as well, not just the normal, you know, one flash and you're done for. Not one of those, average ones, so they clock you between 2 points. Someone said to me, if you keep changing lane, it confuses them. I haven't tested the theory, but that's what I was told, that if you just, it doesn't understand if you change lanes. Don't know how true that is. Maybe if there's someone out there in the know. Maybe. Anyway, yes, I used to have one car, and it didn't seem to matter what I did in it. I never got any speeding tickets. And I think they must have had a reflective number plate on there before I bought it. Because one day we were driving along, and the car in front, you couldn't read its number plate. It was just a reflection. It was just, and I thought maybe that's what mine looked like at night, because it, you know, there was a few times I got done by the gun and flashes, and they always said if it double flashes, there is a real film in it, and it double flashed me lots of times, and I never once got a speeding ticket. So maybe I had one of those reflective ones. Obviously they're illegal, but you don't, you don't see the back of your car at night, so you don't know what it's kind of, you know, or the front. Not unless you're, you know, having an out-of-body experience, or in someone else's car, maybe. But I've never knew if it had one or not. But I never. Maybe I was just a blur. Perhaps that was it. Perhaps they couldn't read it because I was a blur, a bit like Sonic. You know, maybe. But yeah, I never seemed to get it, which is, you know, weird. So maybe it was one of those. I don't know. But I said, when I saw this other car with that number plate, I went, how on earth do they do that? And he said, I think it's special paint. So I said, where do we get that from? No, me. Get caught. But it's a good thing to slow down a little bit anyway. I used to be a bit of a speed demon. I did. And not just speed demon, my reflexes were very fast. So I was just, you know, a very quick driver and a very quick maneuverer. But I'm just like driving Miss Daisy now. Well, if Miss Daisy had mated with Lewis Hamilton, then maybe not that fast. No, I have slowed down rather a lot. You know, sometimes I find myself plodding along and I think, whoa, what's going on? This isn't you. Oh, you're getting old. That's what I think. And then suddenly, other days I look and I think, oh, slow down. You're getting old. Because I never used to say that to myself. Oh, well. Anyway, I'm going to get off and upload this and go to bed because it is very late. I'm probably, you know, by the time I've put it on as well, it'll be even later. And I'm hoping that I manage to get to sleep because of having all those like little eye rolls. They may have disturbed my sleep pattern. And plus driving home, you know, it can wake you up, can't it really? Anyway, thank you guys for all of your lovely New Year messages. Really appreciate them. I tried to reply to everyone. If I missed any, then I do apologise, but I've been busy. I'll see you on the next one. Take care. Bye for now.